All right, gang, after driving all over the state of Maine, well, at least for a little drive to the coast, shall we say, apart from seeing some really cool cars that the rich and eccentric out on the coast can afford to lay around and let rust, shall we say. Um, I went to look at an LS drivetrain. It was $1,400 for the whole package. Things started getting a little weird. He started talking about how it was out of a delivery van, and when I got there, they got a skid steer. They could put it into my truck. You know, we're out in the middle of nowhere. Not a problem. I can live with that. But what I couldn't do was pull into the driveway. It was a mud pit, and it was full of people. And there was nowhere for me to park my truck. Everybody looked kind of shady. So, needless to say, I did not pick up an LS drivetrain today. Worst case scenario, I have to drive 2 hours out to New Hampshire and then 2 hours back. But I am going to keep you posted. I am here where the car is located right now. I need to peel the wiring harness off the old engine, see what I need to keep. I also did some measuring to see how big the engine bay is in the Mercedes, and I'm gonna roll some footage on that because it is absolutely massive. I think we're gonna be good. What else was, oh yeah, I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and a guy was talking about how this generation C63 was so light. I don't know, I don't consider the W204 a light car. I think it's the same weight as my Jetta, or maybe like 500 pounds more. But when I looked it up, the car itself is 4,000 pounds. That would explain why they have a 507 edition that is 507 horsepower. But like I said, I didn't want to keep a Mercedes drivetrain because A, I've never built a car before. B, I want reliability and some crazy horsepower number that I can play with later on down the road. And C, I want to put a 4L80 in there. Maybe later on, like an HP 70, that seems to be all the rage. I'd love to research that. But I haven't built a car. I've always worked on people's cars for them. I've always wired them. I've always put things in them. I've always built the engine, worked on the engine, but this is my baby. And why did I choose the Mercedes W204? I loved them when they came out. I love the look of them. They look so brutal. Everybody's LS swapping BMWs. I want to do something different. But here we are, and I'll keep you up to date on what I'm doing.